Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dragon Age. I don't know why Iron Bull stuff is purple. Maybe it's just the way the light's shining off it. Maybe it's actually purple. I don't know why my stuff's purple. It's all very interesting questions. So, we have Beast of the Bay. Okay. We've got Beast of the Bay, Sharns, and Beast of the Bay. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump over here. Very quickly grab this, and all these three. Right, because these aren't, you shouldn't be too bad. I have no idea what the heck's that. Oh, maybe I have to go back and talk to him because of... Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do anyway, is I'm going to try and get all the way down here and then back up in our allotted time schedule because, of course, I forgot to set my... stopwatch, but I've done that now. So, let us get to it. So, I have had an opportunity to see some other people's video stuff, and I have been listening to people's recommendations about gaming stuff. Let me say something and make something like absolutely abundantly clear. 99% of all the people that you see on YouTube are fake, right? Now, when I say fake, I mean they're actors, right? So, what you see them doing on YouTube is an act in order to get people interested, in order to get people watching their stuff. They get all wild and crazy and get all... they get loud and all that stuff. I can't stand those people. Also, to tell you the truth, it really doesn't bother me one bit that they do that. It really doesn't. Because in about a year to a year and a half time, the focus is going to shift back from those wild, crazy people back to like people who are just interested in gameplay. So the reason I don't get all loud and crazy and stuff like that is because A, that's not me. I'm not gonna put on a fake act just to pacify people. Not now, not ever. And B is because that sort of stuff is kind of like it's a fad. It's not really kind of, it is actually a fad. And after a while it gets, you know, boring and people move on and things change, and unfortunately people are going to have to start changing with it. So I would much rather be myself than constantly have to keep trying to change and keep up with whatever's popular for the next 15 minutes. So, I show you guys gameplay footage. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of bias because obviously I'm going to play games that I like. Oh, come on. Oh, damn it. Oh, well. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what that is. No. I was like, wait a minute, I don't have that one, but yeah, I do have that one. I need to get the other one. So yeah, I bring you guys gameplay footage so that way you guys can get an idea of what the game is like and hopefully get interested in games that you otherwise wouldn't be interested in. I prefer story-driven games to most others, although I am a fan of RTSs as well as, well, not really the Brony games. Looking for, there it is. Got mixed in with the... So we want Beast of the Bay. Not really the Brony games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, that sort of stuff. I do like the indie stuff as well. So there's a small indie game that I actually really like. It's called FTL. I'll probably do a small playthrough run on that. Probably here in a few weeks. Depends on how everything goes, really. Uh-oh. Looks like we have a...
Herb wards. Those could assist the soldiers. I take it you've met Baron de Mortizan?
And you are?
Dulwich, your worship. The Master's scribe.
De Mortizan said you were dead.
I'm merely late, sir. I was not to return until I'd gathered evidence on the Nox Mortar.
How did you get involved in all this?
I've been the Master's scribe these past 10 years. The Baron has made a study of a number of creatures. I'm assured my assistance is invaluable.
You're gathering evidence on a...
The Nox Mortar. I was to set out apparatus for gathering information on the beast. Retrieving it proved difficult. Gurguts. If you're out here anyway, your worship, I can... Very good, sir.
Of course. Well, that was nice of these things to interrupt the conversation. So yeah, FTL's kind of fun. I mean, it's one of those, like, it's actually really hard to kind of describe what FTL is. I mean, it's a space game, but not really a space game that plays like a 2D platformer. It's actually really kind of fun. Then of course you have games like Ark, where you have the survival aspect of it. Then of course Space Engineers, which is a little bit less of the survival aspect and a little bit more of the building. You know, I have a wide variety of stuff that I like when it comes to video games, and that's the basic point behind, I guess you could say behind my channel, is trying to introduce a small subgroup of people who wouldn't otherwise have gone to search for stuff on YouTube, search for specific games on YouTube, to games that they wouldn't have normally seen. You know, you have stuff like I have no idea what PewDiePie uploads. I honestly don't. I've never been to his channel. I only know about him because, you know, everybody talks about him. I mean, like, you can check my, well, I guess you really can't check my list of my sub list. But, like, yeah. But it's like, you know, a lot of the people that you see on YouTube have contracts with the companies and stuff like that that are allowing them to post their content. And that's why some stuff I can't do, is because some stuff you actually have to have specific permission from the company itself. You actually have to be like signed up with them. Like Nintendo stuff, for instance, you are only allowed to upload Nintendo stuff on Nintendo Say So, and you can't say anything negative about their stuff, like, ever. And if you do say something negative about their stuff, your contract is canceled, and you are not allowed to upload anything on Nintendo, from Nintendo, ever again. And all previous content is to be removed. Like, I mean, they are, like, insanely strict about that stuff. But they're just, you know, one example of sort of how a lot of companies want stuff done. And I will say the steps that they'll go through, or the links they'll go to in order to have it their way, but it's sort of like that. So a lot of the stuff that I do is done primarily to cover my own butt. So the whole reason that I had the age restriction on here is because if I don't put it on there, then YouTube will put it on there, and if they put it on there, then my video gets pulled. So, you know, because of course I don't have a contract. This is just me. Now for the people who do have a contract, they don't have to worry about that stuff because their contract covers them from any unwarranted stuff. Now the reason I don't have that thing on the same thing on Defiance is because it's profanity and blood. Like, I really don't consider those things as being that high up on the list. And I actually don't consider nudity either, but I know people are squeamish, I guess you could say. I need one more to open the fire door, and the problem is that's great, but I need 12 to open the ice door. So that means I have got to be missing some somewhere. Where's the thing at, by the way? It's up here. Let me see something. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do. I am going to pause, and I'm going to take care of that and get that footage ready for everything. And I'll probably do, when I get done with this recording, go back around and find the last one, because there's this one here, there's this one here, and I'll probably post that up on Monday as well. So give me a second, guys. I'll be back, and we'll continue our nice little discussion. Okay. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, it actually gives me a marker this time. Hey, what do you know? I appreciate that. There's actually a landmark thing up here I need to grab. So I'll grab that while I'm here. And then we're going to jump back to that other camp and make our way down Ameridan's path, as it were. Okay. Could have sworn I was going for longer than that. Yeah. Well, at this point, only time will tell. I need to take care of this rift. And this rift. But we can do those later. Journal, Frostback Basin, thank you very much. Oh, hey! It actually gave me all of them this time, rather than just... Oh, that's so great. That's fantastic. Thank you. I need Frostback Basin, thank you. We need... I think I need... In the Father's name... It will do in the Father's name, because I got that there, and then there's one way back over here, which I thought I got already. So we'll clear up in the Father's name, and first we'll go here to this one, and then we'll go to that other one. So yeah, like I said, the thing is, all of this stuff kind of has to be taken with a bit of a grain of salt. So, making videos, uploading videos, processing videos, all that stuff may seem easy, but it actually does take work. Now, if you're lucky, like, I can get away with some of my videos where all I have to do is just basically set everything up, and once everything is set up, I can go straight to the processing. I don't have to worry about doing tons and tons of editing. I don't have to worry about...
We need to retreat!
adding a whole bunch of stuff, cutting down a whole bunch of stuff. That's if I'm lucky. If not, then I have to do, like, all the KSP stuff takes, I mean, at least about an hour's worth of work just to get it to the point where I'm ready to do the processing, and then the processing takes another 2 hours on top of that, which is 2 hours that, you know, I basically don't really have access to my computer. I can use it, I can do some stuff on it, but it takes up so much CPU power, because of course my CPU isn't really designed for it. That's an i5, not an i7. I really want the i7. I wanted to get the i7. It was on my list of things to do, but, you know, other things come up. I got a car to fix, and to tell you the truth, the i5 works, and it's just not very quick at it. That's what the basic issue is. It's just, it's not quick. Now I could upload this stuff in 720, and that would, if I processed it at 720, it would take up a lot less space. It would go a lot faster. It usually takes about...
Indulge me, Sarah. What do you think of when I say demon?
Arrows.
Fine. Magister?
Arrows.
Not helpful, but given our history, I'll accept it. Thaumaturgy.
What?
Magical endeavors. Helpful wonders.
Oh. Arrows.
Good place to get ambushed. Watch your back. At least it's not too dry.
I need to get down there. Yeah, I highly recommend that to anybody, that if you want to at least get a taste for it. I mean, you don't even have to upload stuff like publicly. You can do it privately. But just give it a try. I mean, just see. Because, I mean, the level of difficulty is really based solely on what you want to do and how you want to do it. The only thing that I can safely say that is, without a doubt, something that everyone needs to worry about is making sure that the content you're uploading is your content, or at the very least not copyright restricted to the point that it's going to cause you problems, it's going to get your video pulled and stuff like that. But if you set stuff as private, it doesn't get, it's basically not set up to be viewed by anybody but yourself. So you are not going to be of much help. What are you lacking? It looks like you're lacking the actual power, so we'll switch to Sarah. Of course, that's a bull down. Thank you very much. Alright, I need to switch to B. Otherwise he's gonna be using his stuff. You know, it's like, just give it a try. I mean, get a taste for what it's like to process videos, what it's like to upload videos, how long this stuff takes. I mean, it'll give you a better appreciation, if nothing less, for the people that you are subscribed to. To me, and just seeing even just the small amount of work that I do, and it is a very little amount of work on some stuff. Like, most of my Defiant stuff I can usually get away with straight uploading. If I do this right, if I don't do a lot of jumping around, I can get away with just kind of throwing it in and going. So it's like, yeah. I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need you to revive him, please. It would just, at the very least, it gives you an appreciation for like how much work they actually do. So, I mean, especially some of the people that upload content on like a huge basis. So I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm obviously not subscribed to any of PewDiePie, but like I understand that the amount of content that he's putting out is a huge amount of content, and it requires a lot of work. Now, at this point, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if PewDiePie has an editor, someone who does all the work for him, so he can basically make the content, and they deal with all the editing and cutting and pasting and all that stuff. But me personally, I do all this stuff myself. So I find the images to use for the thumbnails. I make the thumbnail pictures. I usually use stuff that's already like out, so like the official pictures and stuff like that. And that's the reason why my thumbnails don't change a lot, is because I'm using one image rather than going through and collecting hundreds and hundreds. Now, there are people that go through their videos and pull out images from their videos and use those. I had debated about doing that, but when I tell you that adds probably about another hour and a half worth of work onto what I'm already doing, yeah. Because, I mean, you gotta think, I have to, not only do I have to go through the videos for editing, I have to go through them again to find a suitable image for the video, then take it over to, because I just use the regular paint. I would use Photoshop. However, I have two basic problems with Photoshop. One, it's jolly freaking expensive. And two, it's got a learning curve about as steep as Mount Everest. I mean, it just goes straight vertical. And, yeah, it's one of those things you really have to look up tutorials and stuff like that, because it just does not give you a lot of stuff. I've had one of the trial versions of Photoshop, and it's not at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love some of the features, but ugh. So yeah, mind you, if I could afford an editor, I would have an editor, because that makes things so much easier. I can put out more content, maybe, depending on how annoyed my editor is at me, or whether or not my editor actually speaks to me that week after me putting out tons and tons of content. I can stay in my nice little bubble. not get spit at by spiders. Hey, fun. Wow, that was a hit. Given the size of that spider, I'm not really that surprised. Damn it. The other ones are going to get in the way. Big one disappeared somewhere. There it is. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things, like I said, if you want to try it, I highly recommend to everybody that, you know, just give it a try. It doesn't take much to get started.
Enough for the offering.
So give it to the hold and make Finn's life shit, or give it to Finn. We help him. Not ask him. Do it.
Bending the rules further than what's already allowed. Not to sound unkind, but we don't want to upset the hold.
In this case, I agree with Sarah, but I would. I'm sleeping with her, so. So let's see here. I need to go up there for that. So what are we sitting at time-wise? I don't know. I gotta say, I'm not really too sure if my thing here is accurate. I think it might be off a bit. More spiders. Yeah, like I get this feeling that it's been going on for a little bit longer than I think. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to that next camp. I'm gonna call it there, and hopefully it hasn't been more than 45 minutes, because I really don't like uploading more than 45 minutes at a time. Because as stated previously, if you have seen it, you know what I'm about to say. If you don't, if you haven't seen any of my recent videos, then you have no clue what I'm about to say. But it takes about 3 hours to upload a 30-minute video. Which is kind of annoying. No, come on. Let's just keep moving. Just keep moving. Put it away. Put it away. So, go to our map. So I'm primarily trying to get here, is where I'm trying to get. But I might as well head for the spires.
So, river, metal, just like the friendly spirit said. Great.
You doing all right, Dorian? I know family stuff can be rough.
Would you know about it? True Qunari don't have families.
Finding out you don't fit in with the people who raised you. Having to walk away from everything you grew up with. Knowing you've disappointed the ones who loved you. I might know a bit. It takes a tough man to do it too. So good on you. You big old fop.
Yay, good on me.
Because I want happiness for all of my people, you know? I mean, who doesn't? They're my friends. I want them to be happy. And if being happy means shacking up together, so be it. Alright. So we've got the camp. I am mildly satisfied with that, but just to be on the safe side, what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and jump back here. I can't because I'm just close enough to something that is going to cause me grief. Good news is, no. Oh, thank you. Of course, I'm going to give it to Finn. I mean, the man was injured.
Fine work.
Like,
Inquisitor.
Here, an offering for your father. From you.
Inquisitor, I can't.
Consider my gift to the Hold a gift to you. Though perhaps don't spread that around.
But the Huntmaster.
Said he'd accept an offering from the hand that gave it.
I don't know what to say.
Say what they want, and you can belong. But maybe when you figure that threatening you was shit, come look for a Jenny.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
are you kidding? Like, everybody is gonna know what happened.
Our guests are welcome.
No, she's down here. So we'll talk to her, and we'll call the video there. And hopefully I won't have to make 2 videos.
I'm told our Huntmaster prepares an offering from Finn Coldenson. Nothing more's been said. I will only thank you for paying hospitality to an invalid. I must complete the preparations. A strange turn of events may not make Colden's journey any easier. The gods measure both outcome and the actions, or deceptions, behind it.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
So either way, you're gonna get the approval. So that's what that's all about. So that's it, guys. I'm done for the day, and to that I'm gonna say I think it's been over an hour. Anyway, sayonara.